Your first question is a simple GCF and LCM problem. Remember that GCF stands for greatest common factor, so you'll be looking for the factors of 16 and 20. And LCM stands for least common multiple, so you'll be looking for the multiples of 16 and 20. Totally okay to use a calculator for this question, especially when you're finding the multiple of something like 16. Pause this video to answer question 1 and come back for some directions on question 2. Question 2 says, show the numbers in the place value chart using digits. Use greater than, less than, or equals to compare. And explain your thinking in the space to the right. You can see that I filled out the first row of the place value chart for you. 34.223 is here in the place value chart. Now, let's add 34.232 in the place value chart. 32.232. And this should be a 4 right here. So, I know that when I'm comparing these two numbers, I have the same number of tens, the same number of ones, the same number of tenths, but then once I get to the hundredths column, I can see that I have more hundredths in the second number, which means that 34.232 is greater than 34.223 because the first place value that differs, which is the hundredths place, is greater. And of course it's greater in 34.232. You'll want to make the same comparison in number 2, which is this question here. Remember that when you have 0.8 with no digits after the 8, you can always fill in the blank spaces of your place value with a 0. Pause this video to finish question 2 and come back for a helper on the next page. Question 3 is a quick review of multiplying a fraction by a whole number. It asks you to use a tape diagram or visual model to solve the problem. Remember that you can think of this problem as 12 groups of 3/4. I'll leave that one to you. Question 4 is a word problem that involves some decimals. Let's read it together. Bev has $35.65. She buys a candy bar for 89 cents and a package of pens for $3.56. In this problem, you know that Bev is starting with $35.65. Then she's spending money, 89 cents and $3.56. You need to know in total how much money she spent between the candy bar and the package of pens. Then you need to know how much money is left given the amount she started with. Take your time using your decimal operations. Be sure to line up your decimals appropriately and circle and label your final answers.